Namaskar, myself Dr. Brijman Upreti, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. So today's our topic is restriction to nutrients used in organic farming, choice of crop and varieties in organic farming, part 2. So first point is key requirement for improving productivity. How we can improve, or what are the key points or requirements by which we can improve the productivity while we are adopting organic system or we are practicing organic system. So increase in productivity and profitability can be achieved through, there are some points. Whenever you are writing your answer, just make sure that you are writing or you are presenting your answer in point wise, okay, point manner. So number 1 point is blending practical knowledge with the scientific knowledge. Okay, practical knowledge with scientific knowledge. Efficient use of natural resources, because we are applying or we are adopting organic agriculture, so we need to use natural resources, maximum use of natural resources. There is no place or no requirement for any kind of synthetic or artificial constituents. Third point is adopting time specific management practices. Time management is most important for any kind of agriculture. So for organic farming, time management, time adaptation is very much important. Giving priority for quality driven production. Okay, obviously quality production is the most important priority for organic farming. Adopting suitable farming system. Adoption of location specific technology, because India is a country of diversity. We have diverse geographical and cultural systems. We have hilly areas, we have wetlands also, we have desert area, we have evergreen forests, we have deciduous areas. So we keep in our mind that which kind of geographical localities we belongs to and which kind of farming system we are going to adopt, or which kind of farming system or technique is suitable for my local areas. Adoption of location specific technology. Market demand driven production. Obviously which kind of market, which kind of requirements are in market, that kind of cultivation I should perform in organic farming. Adoption low cost and no cost technology, because organic farming we are using all natural things, all kind of manures we are getting from animal dung, human waste, domestic waste, green manure. So this is a very less cost technology. Factors influencing decision on the selection of crop and cropping system. Number 1 is climatic factor. Okay, is the crop or cropping system suitable for local weather parameters such as temperature, rainfall, sunshine hours, relative humidity, wind velocity, rainfall, season, agroecological situation. So these are the climatical factors. Whenever we are planning to start organic farming, we need to require, or we should do a homework on the climatic factors of that locality. Second factor is soil condition. Is the crop or cropping system suitable for local soil type? Okay, pH and soil fertility. Third point is most important, water. Do you have the adequate water sources like a tank, well, dam, etc.? Do you receive adequate rainfall? Is the distribution of rainfall suitable to grow identified crops? Is the water quality suitable? Is electricity available for lifting the water? Do you have pump sets, micro irrigation system? So these are the points we need to know about the agriculture system or organic farming, that because irrigation, without irrigation we cannot imagine any kind of agriculture system. Next point is cropping system option. Do you have the opportunity to go for the intercropping or mixed cropping, multi-steroid cropping, relay cropping, crop rotation? The numbers of type of cropping we can apply these kind of cropping system with organics agriculture? We need to answer for these questions. Do you have the knowledge on cropping system management? Okay. Next point is past and present experience of farmers, which is very important because we learn from the experience of others. What were your previous experience with regard to the crop or cropping system that you are planning to choose? What is the opinion of your friends, relatives and neighbors on proposed crop or cropping system? This is very important because before starting any work we need to take advice or opinion from others. So same we will follow on agriculture system. Expected profit and risk. Which kind of profit I can get from organic agriculture? Which kind of benefit I can get from agriculture? What are the risk factors while I'll start organic farming? So how much profit are you expecting from the adopted system? Whether this profit is better than the existing cropping system? What are the risks you are anticipating in the proposed cropping system? Do you have the solution? Can you manage the risk? Is it worth to take the risk for anticipable profits? So these are some questions which arises in our mind when we start any kind of new system. Next point is economic condition of farmers including land holding. Are the proposed crop or cropping system suitable for your size of land holding? Are you financially resources adequate to manage the proposed cropping system? If not, can you mobilize financial resources through alternative routes? Okay, so we need to know about our economic condition, that how we will manage a new organic system. Okay, so next point is labor availability and mechanization potential. Can you manage the proposed cropping system through your family labors? If you have small area, then you can arrange, but if you have large agriculture area, you are cultivating or you have a huge farm, then you need a labor, you need machinery, you need human power for machine operation or for the technology or for the farming system. Are there any mechanization option to sustain the labor? Is machinery available, affordable or cost effective? Okay. Next point is technology availability and suitability. Is the proposed crop system suitable? Do you have technologies for the proposed cropping system? Which kind of technologies I need? Which kind of irrigation system I need? Which kind of manure system I need? Which kind of nutrients are suitable for my locality? Because we have different areas in India. So which kind of irrigation, which kind of machinery is suitable for my locality, for my location, for my land is very much important before starting any kind of agriculture system, because before previous experiences or before doing a management plan, before making any management plan, it is not possible to take a risk of any kind of switch from your traditional agriculture to a new kind of agriculture. Okay, next point is market demand. Are the crop proposed in market demand? Do you have market infrastructure? Do you have answer for questions such as where to sell, when to sell, whom to sell, what form to sell in, which price to sell for? These are numbers of questions we cultivated and our product is wasting. So we need to do these kind of homeworks also for market purpose. The next point is policies and schemes. Do government policies favor your crop? Is there any existing scheme which incentivate your crop? Are you eligible to avail these benefits? So government is providing n numbers of schemes. Government is driven a large type of schemes for the agriculture, like Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, One Drop More Crop, Kisan Bima Yojana. So these are numbers of schemes which can be beneficial for us when we start a new kind of agriculture system. Okay, policies and schemes. Public and private extension influences, post-harvest storage and processing technology, and availability of required agriculture inputs including agriculture credit. The public and private extension influences. Do you have access to agriculture technologies? Do you know Kisan Cell Center? Do you have access to KVKs, Krishi Vikash Kendra, agriculture universities and ICR organizations? Because we need to know about the different organizations of agriculture related to agriculture. Do you read agriculture articles in newspaper that which crop is in demand, which new varieties are in market? Because new numbers of varieties like drought resist variety, disease resist variety, pest resist varieties are in market. So do we know about these kind of varieties? We need to do homework for this also. So post harvest storage and processing technology. After all kind of system we cultivated, we adopted our machinery, irrigation system, fertilizers, manures, everything is done. Then after at the end, post harvest storage and processing technology. Do you have your own storage facility? Because you will get the production from organic farming. Then what will happen? You need to store, and then how to store, where to store. If not, do you have access to such facility? Do you have access to primary processing facility? Do you know technologies for value addition of your crop? Do you have market linkages for value adding product? Are you aware about required quality? Okay, so these are some questions which arises in our mind, or we need to know before adopting any kind of system. Okay, so topic was the nutrient use in organic farming, choice of crop varieties in organic farming. So we discussed that factors which are factors like climatic factor, soil condition, water condition, cropping system option, past and present experience of the farmers, your relatives, your friends, expected profit, market value, labor availability, machinery, technology availability, market demand, availability of market for your infrastructure or your product, policies of government, schemes driven by government, public and private extension influences, availability of required agriculture inputs including agriculture credits, and post-harvest storage. So these are some basic points which we need to know before starting any kind of agriculture system. These are very important point. If you are planning to start organic farming, or you want to start organic farming, yes, okay, after graduation or after my college I will start organic farming in my home. So you need to know about all these kind of things. That's what is the climate of your locality, what is the temperature, what is how you will irrigate your plant, which kind of pest in your locality found, which kind of diseases plants are suffering from in your locality. So what are the resources, what are the control system of, or what is the management planning, how you will manage all these kind of system, what is the market you need for your organic agriculture. So we need these kind of topic to understand or to know before starting organic agriculture system. So this is today's topic, and in next topic we will discuss about the organic farming and its different new aspect of organic farming. Okay, thank you, namaskar.